everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I thought tonight that I would make one of those little trays that I was telling you about on the first video, that I had just found this mold comparable to the trays that they no longer sell with the easels on the back at the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to be doing that. We're going to be making that with the Nick Pro silvery white mica powder is what I use in there. Plus I'm going to be pouring one of the little roosters. That this mold is from Temu, and these are the roosters that I make to embellish those trays. So we'll get started here. I do use a little cotton bud to get that in there, and then I use a little brush to get the powder on it. First, I'm going to be using some Let's Resin holographic glitter. It's gold. I'm going to be putting a little bit of this. I like to put a little bit in there and then kind of swirl it around. And then the rest of it, I'll come back with this red for the cone of the rooster's cone. We'll put that on the cone. A little bit of the red. I just take it and roll it in there, because if you move it around too much, you have a tendency to fling the powder everywhere. So I just kind of roll it in there and then blow it out. And that takes care of his cone. And because the mold is so small, you really don't have to worry about it being too perfect when you put the mica powders in there. And then on this, I go in there with that. I don't want to put that in there. I go in there and put it in the little cracks and crevices that make up his little feathers. Now, because I put that holographic glitter in there first, the mold will pick up that mainly at first, and the rest of it will be secondary behind it. That's the cool part of that. And that's all I do. And he's ready. And that was Nick Pro Copper and Nick Pro Red. So we're going to be pouring. This is a little boring on this part, because all I do on this is just pour the make up the resin with the white in it and pour that. So it's not overly exciting, but I intend to pour a little extra thing, because I usually make a lot of these flowers. So I try to throw a little bit of this holographic glitter in the mixed on the flower. And I do it haphazardly. I don't do it uniformly in there, because I like the way it comes back on the, when you pour the resin in there, it picks up that on the tips of the flower, and it creates a really cool effect on the flower, as you'll see when we do demold these. So it doesn't have to be uniform, it just has to be wherever you choose to put it in there. All right, so I'm going to mix up the resin, and I'll be back. Okay, I have a little bit of resin here, and we're going to mix in some of this Nick Pro mica powder. 2 scoops on to do it. sorry, I didn't mean to get quiet on you. I was concentrating on getting this powder all mixed in there. But we're going to get it mixed up. You have to really be careful to get it all mixed up, or it streaks in your projects really bad. I love this silvery white. It just gives it such a really pretty color. Oh, and last night, and the last time on the video, I realized that you couldn't see the resin. This is the resin I use, Magic Resin. It's a 2-part epoxy resin. It's really good. And it's very fairly priced. But that's my go-to resin. Okay, so we're going to pour that in the middle of there and let it slide down everywhere on its own. That's the one thing about resin. It has a mind of its own anyway. And it tends to level itself out. Get it up to the thing, and then I'm going to fill up these little birds, because I have another color that I want to put into those flowers. I'm trying to get like fall flowers going, because I've got some shows coming up pretty soon. I've got one in September, one in October, and one in December. Plus I have to replenish the stock and rotate the stock in my brick and mortar store that I put my art in here in the city of Baytown in Texas. It's a little store called Something Old, Something New. And my art is there. And now I'm going to take my little torch. It's just a little, it has a little bitty flame, and go over it. I don't do it a whole lot. Just get the little bitty bubbles. Now, I wanted to, on the flowers, I have a little bit resin left. And I wanted to put some of this color. I really love this for fall. It is an acrylic paint, and it's from Folk Art, Treasure Gold. It's called Fire Opal. It's so pretty. But for my fall themed flowers, and it is a liquid because it's an acrylic paint. And I don't know if you can do the acrylic paints. You just have to make sure you don't get more than 10% of the color into your resin. But I just love this color. I've done a few flowers. I took them to work, so I can't show them to you, but I've done a few of the flowers already with it. It's just a gorgeous color. It's just gorgeous. So I'm going to be pouring that into these little flowers. I pour just a little bit in there, and then I kind of drop it and let it go into the cracks and crevices in there, because there is a lot in these flowers that the resin needs to permeate into there. So I like to pour a little bit in there and let them seep into it to where the bubbles come up to the top. And then we go from there. You can see the bubbles coming up. And once I pour this in there, you'll see them come up to the very surface. This is my first time using that little, that one mold. And then I just take my little flame and burst the little bubbles that come up like that. And since it's a dark color, I'll pour it over this rooster and it should bring out his colors very bright, vibrantly. And this is what I do with my extra resin. I kind of always have a mold going on to where I can pour these things in there so I don't waste any resin. And what's really good is all the things that I end up pouring to use the surplus resin that I have, it goes to the stock that I need for the little store, or the stock I need for the art show that's coming up that I'll be doing. Plus, I'm going to be making, with these flowers, I'm going to be adding them to a canvas and using that and vitrograph glass for a resin and glass project that I have. I will try to see if I can get it videoed so you can see the project. It's very fun doing. I like to do incorporate resin with my stained glass. I like doing that. I have some glass right now in a tumbler, some yellow and white glass that I'm tumbling right now for one of my projects. So then all we got to do now is wait for the demolding tomorrow. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't, please subscribe. I hope I'm not boring you yet. This is only the second video, but you have a blessed evening, and I'll see you for the demolding. Welcome back. So today is unmolding day. So I went ahead and unmolded the flowers that I made. I wanted to let you see them, and because you saw me dust the mold with the holographic glitter. This is how I do them. I've been doing these for the fall flowers that I'm going to be using for a project. And then this is the result of the flowers that I made last night with the leftover resin. They came out pretty good, cool. And the chicken. So, oh, and I made a little turtle. Hope you can see that. But he turned out cute. I did not demold the birds. I did make some birds. I love these little molds. These little birds are really, really cute. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with them because of their 3-dimension, but I have a lot of them from extra resin, and I'm gonna figure out some little project. I think that I might make like a take one of my tray molds and make like a bird bath, maybe, or something like that. Anyway, that's those. But anyway, this is what I want to show you that I'm going to unmold. This is the little tray that took the place of the ones that the dollar store doesn't sell anymore. And I'm really in love with this little mold because this tray is the perfect size from the one that they did sell at the dollar store. It's just that the one at the dollar store did come with a easel on the back, and these don't. So I did get a few little blobs on this one, but it's not going to really matter because I'm going to be covering it with chickens. We're going to be putting some chickens on here that I made. I made all these other chickens too, so I dust the little mold that I have. I dust it with the powder like you saw last night. I dust it and then I pour it and make these little chickens. They are so cute. I'm totally in love with that chicken mold, but that'll come later. So what we're going to do is I'm going to I'm going to show you, this is how I do this easel for the back of it. I won't glue it on right now, but I want to show you that this is how that easel did. And I'm going to have to figure out something, because I want it to be able to, instead of sitting like this, I want it to sit this way. So I'm going to have to put some rubber on there or something to get it to where it doesn't slide, or maybe somehow like that, because it's not going to go this way. It's too long. I might have to cut it down maybe. I could do that. I'll figure that out later. And then I will show you what it's in. But anyway, what I'm going to be doing is putting these little chickens on here. And we're going to take some green crushed glass that I should have had already ready, but I didn't, and so I'm asking your forgiveness. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is Jazzy glass. I get glass from all over the place. I do buy the fire glass in the big 10-pound jars that you can paint with the, like the crazy glass lady tells you, the Tamiya paints or the Krylon sea glass paints. They're translucent spray paints that you can color your glass with. But I bought this from Jazzy Glass in a green. So I'm going to use it because it's got a really pretty color on it. So we're going to put some of this green glass on the bottom of here, just like this. To make it look like the green grass for the chickens. And then I'm going to resin this whole, pour resin over this whole little thing. You don't need but maybe maybe a half an ounce, if that. But I'm going to mix the resin and I'll be back. Okay, so I have the resin, and then we're just going to drizzle this over this glass. Making sure I've got it all covered so that it attaches it to the plate. And then I'm going to drizzle it over the roosters. Somebody got onto me on that because I called them chickens. They're roosters. I know they're roosters, but they're still chickens to me. I'm just an old country girl. They all live in the chicken pen. So chicken. Rooster. Anyway, these are roosters. So I can be politically correct. Get it all in there, making sure that it's all in the cracks. On the little tray. that set up. We'll let that set. And then I think that I've decided, instead of cutting down that easel to fit that, I did get some little metal easels from the dollar store. I think that I can set that into that and it would be perfect. So we're going to try that. So I'll be back when this sets up and we'll be able to set it up in the easel and see what we have. Welcome back. So it's probably set up by now. And it has, it's dried. And this is what we got. The little roosters. They just make little cute little gifts or just little knickknacks to sit around. They're just so cute. So I've decided, and since I have to have it sitting this way and my easel is more of this way, I had bought these little easels at the Dollar Tree. So let's try one of those. And look, that's the black one. And then this is the silver one. Until I figure out an easel for the back, I think these will suffice. But I've been making these and giving these as gifts to my motorcycle ministry. The presidents of the chapters, ladies, for their birthdays. So, and I just hope that they get a kick out of them or get a smile out of them. I enjoy making them and giving them to them for sure. Those and my flowers that I make. I make little things with the flowers for them. But so what do you think? It's a very simple project. It doesn't take very long to do it, and I think that this mold is definitely comparable to the tray that I did get at Dollar Tree that they don't offer anymore. It's just I have to figure out that easel part, I think. But other than that, I think it's good. And I got my magic resin delivery yesterday, and they sent me some extra powder. They usually send me mica powders, but they sent me these extra powders yesterday, coral green and reddy brown, toilet brown. I don't think I've ever seen, well, I've seen things in toilets that were brown, but that's just a weird name to put on the mica. Electric orange and taffy. And so I did, I had a little extra resin last night after this, and so I did the taffy, and I poured a bird, and it came out so very cute. And the color, that taffy color was really awesome. I just think that it was just a really pretty color for the fall. And I did another rooster, and he came out very cute too. I didn't put any glitz or glitter on him because when I put the resin on him, it makes him a little shiny. So, but I just think these are so cute. But that taffy came out, the color came out so pretty. So anyway, so that was that project. I'm thanking you for coming back and watching my videos. And if you haven't subscribed, I wish that you would do that so that I could grow this channel. I'm excited to grow this channel, and I know it's going to get better, and I really appreciate it. Please leave comments. I definitely would love to hear what you have to say, or any thoughts, or what would you do different. That would be nice to hear those. And I'm hoping that you all have a very blessed day, and that all of your projects come out for you and make you smile, and that the Lord blesses you. So y'all take care, and I'll see you next time.